Hello to my Aries. Aries, this is going to be your solar eclipse video. It's going to be labeled solar eclipse. We have a new moon coming up in your sign, Aries. So what does a new you look like? I already know, a softer life. Living a softer life, because we've been leading up to that. Let's get into it, Aries. You all rule first house. First house is about personality, temperament, appearance, self-image, first impression, self-awareness, outlook on life. So some of you all are really been praying to live a softer life and just kind of learning how to balance it out. You will rule by the Tower card, which is Mars. Let's get into it. And thank you for those of you all who have been letting me know that it was been a little hard to hear in maybe the last video. And that's because I was using a different camera, just as a backup camera. So this one is the original one. So I'm quite sure you all can hear much better on this one. So let's get into it. Let's do it. Let's see what's in the cards. All right, already cleared the space for you all. So solar eclipse. We're going to have a partial solar eclipse on March 29th. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, go to my website, QueenAmunRa.com. The link is below in the description. We do have burning bowls, so you reach out to me directly at my number for a burning bowl. I start each day excited for what is in store. Somebody is definitely, like I said, operating by faith. So somebody is increasing your prayer life. I love it. Increasing their prayer life. So I start each day excited for what's in store. But that excitement is going to cause you to increase your prayer and meditation life. Not just excitement and then taking action, but somebody is excited, but somebody is taking the time to maybe go for a walk, get some sunlight. After your meditation, get some sunlight. And just recharge under that sunlight, getting your downloads under that sunlight. Maybe taking a minute to journal, that kind of thing. Gaining some clarity, all of those wonderful things. 644, struggle. Self-created stress is unhealthy. Yeah. So your angels are asking you to get honest about how to contribute undue stress and conflict to your own life. They ask you to contemplate how struggle plays into your comfort zones. Notice where you are making life harder for yourself today, even in the smallest moments. Make a tiny change today so that a small struggle becomes obsolete. 644. Somebody, the number 6 connects us with the Lover's card. And Lover's card is not so much about lovers. It really is about making a decision. So somebody could have had two lovers in their lives, whether in your personal or your professional life, who may have had that Emperor energy, who could have had the dark Emperor energy, 4 and 4, right, which is Emperor energy. You could have had people in both your personal and your professional life where they felt like it was, they said they love you, but it was their way or the highway, and they could have projected that onto you, into your water, your emotions, right? So source is saying to you that could have been the struggle that somebody may have been holding on to in unhealthy ways for a long time, for a long time. So source is trying to help you to get to your crown chakra. It could be self-created stress, where you could have had that, been carrying that for a long time, where people just feel like it's their way or the highway. So so we're not each other's gods. So people should be able to create, they want the way they want to create in the time they want to create. So that 6 right here looks like a rounded back and a bulging belly. So that could be, allowing your kids to create, allowing your spouse to create the way they want to create, allowing, your friends to create the way they want to create. So that could be something, letting people, asserting yourself and telling people, give you some time to create the way you want to create. that kind of thing. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Ooh, 444, protective magic. So your prayers are heard. You are being heard. Be assured that your angels are guiding you, surrounding you, answering your prayers for protection. It may be a time of struggle, but you are being led into the light by divine forces. Take a moment now to thank your angels for their protective presence in your life. So this speaks to your crown chakra. This speaks to your heart chakra. Let's see all of these fours around you. So 4 is earth number. So 6 is, like I said, rounded back. So somebody is surrounded by a lot of love. The 6 is the Lover's card, which connects us with, so you could have a lot of angels. You may have a lot of loved ones who may have crossed over around you. So if you have a siblings or loved ancestors or loved ones around you who crossed over, they could be all around you, protecting your energy. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right. So yeah, get excited about each day. You're a fire sign, and so that can help somebody kind of sort of calm their energy down a lot. You know, so you can learn how to be in receiving mode, getting out in nature, taking a walk, enjoying all of nature, the earth, the air, the fire, which is the sun, the water. If you're not near water, grabbing a bottle of water. Pulling your birth chart, finding out what your moon sign is, because the moon has an affinity with water. Learning how to pour into you. All right. Yeah. So 7 of Pentacles here. Yeah. Somebody brought into some kind of fairy tale. About growing together. And it may have ended up being a nightmare for somebody, you know, and seeds were planted maybe about growing money together or growing a family together, and it may have ended up being a nightmare for somebody, but you're back awake now, you know, back on your throne now. And so Source is saying you're down to earth and you're relatable. And so, yeah, here we go. 7 of Cups here. So I just want you to keep your vibrations high, because what's coming in is money. Your money is trying to grow, and love is trying to come in for some of you all. So this is where patience comes in. So it's just trying to make somebody live a softer life. You have to be in a position to receive money, receive love. So that's why, remember I said, Source wants somebody, and before I even pull the cards, see how this person is surrounded by greenery? Source needs somebody to get out the house. When I say water, grab your bottle of water. Wake up, set an intention. I start each day excited for what's in store. Get up, set an intention, prayer, meditation. Grab your shoes, workout gear, go for a walk. Get under that sunlight, hug a tree. Well, I don't know where people live. Get under that sunlight, recharge under that sunlight. Get your downloads. Know that you're protected. That's what Source wants somebody to do. What I say? Y'all see me shuffling the cards. Sunlight. Yep. And know that you are protected. Somebody has a lot of energies around them. Loved ones. All those trees. A lot of messages coming through those trees, through nature. So you can stay focused. Getting some fresh air. Somebody has a loved one who rode a motorcycle, an ancestor who rode a motorcycle. They're the ones that's telling you to get some fresh air, right? So when we talk about ancestors, we're not talking about anything strange, weird, or spooky. It's like you carry their DNA in your spirit. You carry their energy. Something about their energy connects you with them. Maybe you have this kind of a spirit that likes to hop on a bike and go riding, you know. Maybe you like the fresh air. Maybe you like to hop in the car and just go for a drive. Something about their spirit. You have that kind of spirit, like they do. Yeah. So here we have the Six of Cups. Somebody really wants to cut ties with somebody wants to cut ties with someone. Yeah, somebody wants to cut ties with someone. Somebody wants to, you know, cut ties with someone that felt like it was their way or the highway. And source is saying to you, and it's caused a lot of nightmares, you know, and just someone, you know, that you love, just kind of sort of seeing someone as, and this is what you have in common with someone seeing themselves, that they didn't like what they saw when they looked in the mirror, that you didn't like what you saw when you looked in the mirror. It just like caused some kind of a you know, something. The source wants you to keep your vibrations high and wake up from some kind of a nightmare. I feel like somebody almost wanted to feel like somebody wants to move on from two karmics. Somebody wants to move on from two karmics. Yeah, somebody wants to move on from two karmics. Here's the King of Wands here. You have a loved one on the other side, and I feel like this is why somebody wants you to get out in nature more. You have a loved one who transitioned, who was either so they have this quiet strength, this loved one does. And it could be when they were in physical form, military, but the energy that they have is just like this quiet strength, like you just know when they were in the room. And somebody has the same spirit. Yeah. The prayer warrior spirit. They have a prayer warrior spirit. Because it looks like there's two energies who almost like they need to make somebody feel less than to make themselves feel better. It's their way or the highway. Like they have to talk down to somebody to make themselves feel. They have to make people feel worth less to make their value go up. So I don't know who. Okay, so I had to add a little bit more time here, but yeah. So source is saying to you. Yeah, it's like I said, it's like somebody almost had to make this, like it's like father son on this card here. So I don't know if it's a father and son, even though the cards are genderless. But it's almost like a father had to make their son feel worthless, but that would be generational. Like a grandfather had to make his son feel worth less to make himself feel worth more. And then it went down to the next generation, then the next generation. But it just caused, it just almost just like, so I don't know if that's the case, but I'm just reading the cards here. This karmics here. Somebody had to make somebody feel worth less to make themselves feel, you know, more. But anyway, so source is saying you're learning how to add structure to some things. Looking at the cards here to stop the nightmares. Yeah, here's the Tower card. So you're just having a total recall of some things. You're having a total recall of some things. What's hidden in the Tower card is an obsession, though. What's hidden in the Tower card is an obsession here. Somebody is obsessed with sacrificing people, though. There's many different ways of sacrificing, though. This is interesting. Hold on. What does a Pisces have to do with this? Well, somebody's trying to create some kind of an illusion, though. So light is being shown on something. Somebody's into some kind of so somebody's planting some kind of a seed. Somebody is very meticulous in planting a seed. And causing people to jump to conclusions. And causing them to have nightmares. There's an Aries involved. There's a Pisces involved. There's somebody's sun involved. There's a Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Somebody said something very disrespectful to an air sign about them running away from something, and then they stop talking to someone, causing them to start having nightmares. This is somebody who is very meticulous in spell work. They're into dark magic. Somebody's in the military. Okay. I know exactly what this is. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, so Source needs you to get out of the house and get to yeah. Source needs you to get out of the house. Get out of the house. Get out of the house. So you can stop being so overwhelmed and stop thinking you're going through some kind of an illusion or, going crazy, in other words. Source needs you to stop thinking you're going, losing your mind. Because there's something was going on behind your back that something was going on behind your back that you weren't aware of. Here we have, so there's a, and again, I'm talking to you wherever Aries is in your birth chart. So not just in your sun sign, but Source wants somebody to really, you're starting to tap into your psychic gifts. This is what's happening here. So psychic gifts, again, we're not talking about anything spooky, weird, strange, or crazy. Psychic gifts are just really somebody's intuition. You're really starting to tap into your intuition. Because I feel like some seeds were planted and they're deep. Seeds are planted as pretty deep here. Your ancestors have made a lot of sacrifices to protect your gifts, your spiritual gifts. And a lot of people don't talk about like the downloads that you get through your dreams, but there's a lot of signs around, like physical signs around you. That's planted around you. And that's why Source needs you to get out of the house. Get out of the house so that you can physically see things. Get out the house, get some fresh air. So you won't think that you're delusional or that you're not, that you're going crazy. Because you have a whole lot of ideas about a lot of things, but I feel like Source needs to help, trying to help you to add some structure to some things. But Source is really trying to get somebody to live a softer life by slowing down. Slowing down. By really, really slowing down. To show you how relatable you really, really are. So you can learn how to move on from past disappointments. I definitely feel like I feel like somebody is your soulmate. I feel like as you were going through as you were going through nightmares, so was someone else going through nightmares as well. Because this right here, you were going through nightmares, so was someone else going through nightmares. Whoever it was. Mm-hmm. Like I said, your prayers are being heard. Your prayers are being heard. So don't fall for the bait. Because you're constantly being baited into things all around you. Constantly being baited into things. On social media, and constantly being baited into things that's going to lower your value. Like baited into arguing. But that's what Source wants you to slow down, get out, be in nature more. Showing you that people aren't getting away with what you think people are getting away with. Jumping to conclusions. Somebody said that they had your back. Yeah, somebody said they had your back for something. Two people said they had your back for something, but you're saying that they didn't. Yeah. In other words, Source needs you to get out the house. Because somebody's overthinking something. Overthinking something. Six of Swords. Yes, two energies you're not talking to. The devil. The devil, the devil. The devil is in the details. Yeah, so the devil is in the details. So somebody planted some kind of seeds in your mind intentionally about two energies. That was intentional for you to stop talking to some energies. But so it's saying you need to get out of the house. So like I said before, within the Tower card, there's an obsession there within the Tower card. And then the Hangman card, that is sacrifice. That's sacrifice. But like I said, the devil is in the detail, and when somebody is not slowing down and they're so busy racing around and running around and won't get out the house and slow down and get your downloads, because Source is saying you have psychic abilities. Source is trying to show you, physically show you what is going on. The information is right in front of you. Page of Swords. Yeah, somebody was very curious. They were asking a bunch of questions, telling you the truth about something. They were restless. Two people seemed like they were pretty restless about something. They were trying to tell you something. Six of Wands. So, looking at the cards here, we have the Seven of Cups here. So I see, you and somebody, are waking up from something. You and somebody are finally waking up. Looking at the cards here, you and somebody are finally waking up. The scales from your eyes have been removed. Source needs you to keep your vibrations open. Keep your vibrations high. Because it looks like soulmate energy, got soulmate energy going on. The baton has been passed, meaning that some gifts have been passed down to you, meaning spiritual gifts. When I say gifts, spiritual gifts. The main thing about your reading here, like I said before, is the first two rows here. Source is trying to get somebody to live a softer life. That's the main thing. That's your tower moment, is that Source is saying the tower is always going to fall on you if you don't learn how to live a softer life. If somebody does not learn how to slow down and add some structure to things and just live a softer life. That's what this is. That's really what this is. That's how you're going to save yourself. Yeah, that's how you and somebody are going to save themselves. Somebody that you know is addicted to greed, or Materialism. That's what you and somebody have in common. You and a loved one have that in common. Like, let me see. Nine. Yeah, that's what you and a loved one have in common. Anyway, but that's your solar eclipse. That's your solar eclipse message. So it's just really, if you want to live a softer life, so it's like get out into nature. That's your message. That's your message right there. Get out into nature. Get out in nature with your bottle of water. That's your message right there. I ain't gonna make it super deep. Individuality. Every person has their own personalized study plan on this earth school. There it is. It's not gonna make it super deep. Somebody bought into this. Somebody bought into this fairy tale with that they could, you know, grow their money with these two in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and you know, that's not what happened. The source is saying, "Be still." I saw in the last video somebody said something about, what did somebody tell me, like real estate something or insurance something with somebody. I don't know. Somebody put a comment under the videos. Yeah, so much stuff going on, but anyway. Let's see. So, what was this? So I see your money growing, and I'm seeing financial independence for you. So it's like, as far as money is concerned, you will not be talking to people about money anymore. You won't be giving any more time to it. You've already gone down that rabbit hole. You're not talking about money anymore. You're not talking about your investments with people anymore. People be jumping to conclusions about it. Keep your vibrations high. Love's coming across somebody's path. It's coming. A lot of your wishes are being fulfilled. Yours and somebody. Let me see. Yeah. Let me see. 7, 8. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of your wishes are being fulfilled. Somebody has love coming across their path. Yeah. End of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah. End of a tough cycle approaches. So it's like you got love coming across your path. Love could just be an agape love, like so. It could be just a kindred spirit. But bottom line for you, you're adding structure and authority to something. Just be still. Here we have power. Focus on your needs. New beginning. Fruits of your labor. Social status. Yeah, somebody was definitely being sacrificed, and somebody was obsessed with sacrificing somebody. Somebody was obsessed with sacrificing 2 of your family members. You and your family member. Either 2 of your family members or you and a family member. Somebody was obsessed with sacrificing. Either 2 of your family members or you and a family member. So if it was somebody in your family, somebody told them that they had their back and they put them in a wilderness situation. But somebody had a prayer warrior that was watching over, protecting them. But somehow Source told you to go out in nature with your water, you know. So something was happening here. It's a lot of stuff going on. So people was being, like I said, when people got social status already, you never know who is known in the public. You never know. People be recognized out in the public for stuff that they do, no matter whether they got a little bit of social status, much social status. You never know who knows whom. People be recognizing people in certain places. People like, wait a minute, don't I recognize you from somewhere? Didn't you do such and such? Yeah. So when people out here trying to do destiny swap, doing all this crazy mess, that's what this is right here. 8 and night. This is destiny swap right here. And somebody like, wait a minute, hold on, don't I know you from somewhere? Somebody could be in a totally different part of the world swearing up and down they somebody else, and somebody else could be like, nah, they somewhere else. Because it's a small world. Somebody literally could be trying to sacrifice somebody in one part of the world. They could be conducting business in another part of the world, but because they have some level of social status, they've been on TV doing stuff, somebody could recognize them somewhere. Because somebody else somewhere was an open book and was talking about them. People start looking people up online. Whole plan. Tower fell over. That is why Source need people to get out the house and start getting downloads to live a softer life. Alchemist. You never know who knows whom. Foresight. People assuming that people are sitting in the house. The other side of this hangman right here would be hermit card. Well, one side of it is hermit. Like I said, devil is in the detail. Other side of the sun is the moon. The opposite of that is hermit. People assume people sitting in the house like a hermit, never leaving the house. And sources say, but you never know what social status people have. You can have some level of social status, people thinking that you and somebody sitting in the house, never leaving the house, just sitting in the house. But if you have some level of social status, no matter how long it's been since you've been out of the house, once some people leave the house and they've had some level of social status, that they've been on TV before, they've been on the radio, whatever they've done, somebody recognized somebody, because people have been an open book. They may not have never said, the person who has social status may have never said anything to anybody, but other people, they could have volunteered, they could have done such and such. That tower will fall right back on whoever is trying to destiny swap. A deeper world. Don't push or force your way through life. Finding balance even in dark times will open your heart to the depth of compassion in everyday moments. Pursue happiness. Never apologize for what brings you joy. Only understand where you truly belong and where you can find your safe space. Follow your bliss, whatever you wish. When you lessen the importance of problems and suffering, life will swing back into balance. Stop the struggle and feel peace. The world responds to you. Get out the house, in other words. Get out the house, keep your vibrations high, treat people right. There it is. Keep your vibrations high. Close out the cycle in love. You never know who knows whom, but more importantly, treat people right, because you want people to treat you right. So somebody has a lot of protective energy around them. Like I said, your prayers are being heard. Your money growing, sources balancing things out. Like I said, people see you as down to earth. They see you as relatable. Again, I'm talking to you wherever Aries is in your birth chart. You and somebody brought into some kind of a fairy tale. that literally ended up being a nightmare for real. And I'm not just talking to you if your sun sign is Aries. So it's time to add some kind of structure and authority to things. A lot of people buy into stuff, and loved ones. Soon as people start finding their star, going after their dream, here comes unfortunately loved ones, people that you grew up with, who want to go right into heartbreaking stuff, hurting people, tearing down you, your kids, doing the whole 9 yards. So that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what I'm seeing here in your cards. So, and that's what I'm saying. Somebody was determined to sacrifice you and a loved one, or 2 people in your family. So that's what it is. All right. Hopefully this is helpful. See you in the next video. Again, happy solar plexus on the 29th of March. 29th of March. Yeah, so partial solar eclipse. Solar eclipse, partial solar eclipse. Excuse me if I said anything else, but partial solar eclipse. All right, so start each day. Excited for what's in store, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.